I wanted to talk real quick about a mistake that I made about signing up customers. So I put out like on 20 to 25 Facebook groups that I'm a part of, just a quick little photo and an ad about the service that I was providing as a poop scoop business, just a startup. The first 10 clients to sign up get free service, like a free initial service, for some Google reviews and a Facebook review if you'll leave me and give me some feedback on the service as a whole. I got a bunch of people respond to that. One lady responded, and I got back to her, but I set it up, but I realized I didn't have her address. And she said she was kind of on maybe like the outskirts of my service area, and I didn't have the address. So I texted her, or I messaged her the night before and asked for the address because I realized I didn't have it. I was going through making sure I had everything lined up for the next day. And she gives me the address, and I look it up, and it's like, it is literally like a stone's throw away from the edge of my service area. One of the counties we have, there's a river that is the edge of the county, and literally she's right on the river. It's everybody that had responded, every single person that responded was basically kind of like my ideal customer. It was like a subdivision yard, eighth of an acre. So I just assumed that was going to be her case too. Well, it turns out she's like out in the woods somewhere, like up on this hill. And I'm looking at the Facebook, or I'm looking at the Google Maps picture, and I'm like, this place looks real sketch. I mean, like really sketchy. And I'm like, this is kind of like, it was 42 minutes away from my house. I'm like, this is not good. So I don't want to do this. So I used to run a lawn business in college and in high school. And you just I did that from the time I was, I think 13 till like through college. So like 10 plus years I did that. So I had that, you can get that sense at a certain time for you new guys starting out that have never done a service business before or anything like this. You're going to figure out really quickly, just like the vibes that you get from people, and kind of like who your ideal customer is. And like, this doesn't seem right. Like something's off. Like this is not good. Like she wanted to make sure that I was there, when she was there, and didn't want me to do service when she wasn't there. She's like, I got like 80-pound to 100-pound dogs, and like they can literally, she said they could get out of the house if they wanted to. And I was like, number one, I don't want to make sure this person's here all the time when I come do this service. Number two, I don't want to drive that far to do this. And number three, I don't want to get mauled to death on a job by some big dogs that can literally get out of the house if they want to. So that just all was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I messaged her back. I was like, hey, this doesn't really, it's on me. It's my bad. I didn't I didn't look at your address before I kind of said that I could do this or thought that I could. And, I'm really sorry about that, but, I will not be able to continue this as like an ongoing service. So if you want to like schedule a one-time cleanup and send me some pictures before I get out there on like kind of what the area looks like that needs to be cleaned and how bad it is and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't hear back from her, but the point is, and maybe I'll say this too. I had another customer that's going to be a recurring customer. So, I still have to get them signed up, but so I've messaged them. I showed up, they came out to meet me. I messaged them again when I left and was like, hey, thanks for having us out. Here's my Google and my Facebook review links. She came out and met me, seemed super nice. And I was like, do you have any questions about the service? I'm the owner, introduced myself, all that stuff. She's like, nope, I don't have any questions. When will you guys be back next? I'll be back next Thursday. And, no questions. Just the fact that they're a little hard to get a hold of means that to me that they're going to be the ideal customer. And that seems kind of counterintuitive, but they're so busy that once I can get their email, if I can get them signed on to the subscription service if I can get their card on file and get them set up, I'm never going to hear from them again. I'm going to show up on Thursdays. I'm going to do the job. I'm going to leave. I'll probably maybe even never talk to them again during the whole time they're a customer. And I know that going forward, just by the fact that they're so busy, it might be hard to get them, like, once I get them signed on, they're just never going to talk to me again. It's just going to be automated. It's going to bill them at the first of the month. They're never going to ask a question. They're never going to be upset. It's just going to be go in, do the work, and be done. The other lady's going to be super clingy. What time are you going to be here? It rained a little bit, so are you sure you can still come out? And she's going to be on top of me the entire time, wanting to nitpick the service, wanting to this and that and that and this. And it's just like, I don't want that. Like, you will get to know very quickly. You would think it'd be the opposite. You think it'd be the guy that's hard to get a hold of wouldn't be a good customer. And you would think the person that's on top of it, like reaching out to you, asking when you're going to be there. Do you have a time? All this stuff. It's like, they're the person that cares, and it's not, and it's the opposite. It's the person that is harder to get a hold of or seems a little aloof, is too busy to like even really care. As long as you show up and do the service and you do a good job and you do what you say you're going to do, they're going to be the person that's happy, and you're never going to talk to them again. It's just going to be on autopilot. The other person is just going to be a night, it's going to be a headache. So just maybe a little, background on, kind of what you're looking for as an ideal customer, or you will get that sense very quickly on kind of, who's going to be a good customer and who's not going to be a good customer. As long as the payment goes through, I'm not going to hear from these other people. It's going to be great. That's kind of the person that I want, is the person that is the family that's got some big dogs. They're too busy with work. They're too busy with life. They're too busy with the kids. They don't want to have to deal with it. They're just like, oh my gosh, this service even exists. That's the last thing I want to do on a Saturday, is go out and scoop my yard for dog poop. I can pay someone to do this, and I can get my time back, and I'm so busy anyway, I don't have to worry about it. So anyway, lesson number 1, make sure that you look at your addresses. Maybe this is just common knowledge, but I was so busy that I didn't even realize I didn't have the lady's address. Make sure you get the address. Make sure you get it on. Right now, I won't even go to quote now unless I get their address, because I need that address. I need to look it up on Google Maps. I need to see how big the yard is. I need to see what it looks like. So I won't even give a quote without that. Look at your address. Look it up on Google Maps. And if you mess up, just be honest with people. That's all people want, is just for you to be honest with them. Just be honest. Hey, I messed up. I didn't look at the address. I'm so sorry. You're actually kind of outside of I thought I could do this and I can't, type of thing. So anyway, hope that helps for anyone that is starting this out and has not done any kind of service stuff in the past, to help you guys with your customer service. So again, the 2 things: really good customer service and really good work. Take an extra 5 minutes, make sure the job's done perfectly and expertly, and you will get good customers.